well and get your perspective. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining the meeting this evening. Tonight we have a senior presidential director that's going to be taking us through the opportunity that is LifeWave, giving you a little bit more information about the incredible technology that we have, as well as the financial opportunity, which I know Scott has extensive knowledge on when it comes to the business side of this. So yeah, whether you're here to look at this incredible product and technology that we're offering, or whether you are interested in a way to also, diversify your income, or even replace it completely with life-changing income, that's possible. That's something that Scott and Renita have actually managed to achieve in this industry, traveling the world all the time, really leading by example. And we are excited about the future and what LifeWave has coming as well, which I'm sure Scott might touch a little bit on. So yeah, Scott, I'll hand over to you.
Hey, thank you so much, Oliver. I appreciate you. I think I'll start off like this, but if you're having any trouble hearing me or my sound kind of kicks in and out, let me know. And I will turn off my camera here. Okay. But yeah, so the question that we ask everybody is, have you been patched? Have you been patched? And it's so simple, right? To elevate, activate, and regenerate our stem cells. So Renita and I, we got started in this business just 2 years ago, and we got started because of Renita's aging parents. I've got a picture of that here. Here's a picture of Renita's father's legs. If you've been on these Zoom meetings, you've seen this before for sure. But it's awesome to share. Renita's father had these edemic, swollen legs, for months, nearly a year. And Renita if you've met Renita, you know that she's relentless and passionate about natural health and healing. And so, of course, she took her father to, all over to the best specialists in the U.S., right? So Rochester, Minnesota, Mayo Clinic, internal heart specialists, internal specialists, all together. And then, of course, naturopaths and dermatologists and all these things. And they just couldn't find anything that would work. It did feel very much like they were just, practicing, not sure, just trying different things. And we've learned in the medical community, of course, and there's time for crisis care and emergency care. But we've learned that, typically what doctors are trained to do is to identify, symptoms and then diagnose those symptoms and match it up with a pharmaceutical drug, right? And unfortunately, sometimes those drugs will have negative side effects as well, right? And so, you end up just kind of sometimes finding yourself on this downward spiral where you're just needing more and more medicine, but not feeling better or not really getting relief of the underlying symptoms. And so, we were amazed that in just one day, Renita had put this patch on her dad in the morning. Put the patch on her dad, by the way, after saw tremendous results with her mom, who was diagnosed with Parkinson's. So 11 days in with Renita's mother, walking out of her bedroom, asking us if we want breakfast. What a surprise it was to us that morning. And Pearl just continues to get better after over 2 years on X39 stem cell activation. She no longer has any tremors. She literally has 0 tremors now from Parkinson's, and several other of her symptoms of Parkinson's have gone away. Of course, we can't say that X39 patch cures, heals, or prevents disease, right? With the FDA governing body in the United States here. But our miracles our bodies are miracles, right? And so in just one day, Renita's dad put this patch on the morning. He said, Renita, I thought this was for Parkinson's. Renita said, Dad, this is for stem cells. Not sure what it's going to do for you. We'll find out the benefits over time, but there's nothing to lose. There's no medicine in the patch, no chemicals or leaches into the blood or the skin. It's going to create this phototherapy reaction, this natural reaction in your body. Just like when you go outside and the sun hits your eyes and your skin, here infrared heat and light from your body is absorbed and reflected off what's inside these patches, reflected back into specific organs. And Dad, we might see a positive result over time. Well, in just one day, the very next morning, we came back and Renita's dad's legs, all the swelling and edema had actually just completely gone away. And the oozing and bleeding had stopped as well. So it was just, for us, it was just a total miracle. And we really started to do due diligence and research then at that point on the patch, and we realized that, it's really absolutely incredible technology, really 21st century, technology. And so, of course, as we begin these presentations, we do remind you that, of course, LifeWave doesn't claim to treat or cure disease. Also that LifeWave products are free from drugs, chemicals, and stimulants. So creating a natural response in your body. Right, so I'm going to jump back over to kind of the flip chart that we use with our team. This is it team. So you're part of an amazing industry. When a company has a product and they decide how are we going to get this product out to the end buyer, the end consumer. Traditionally, we'll find products in stores. Over the last several decades now, we've been able to find products online. But this company, LifeWave, decided, really the only way we're going to grow this company is through referrals. So we're going to go direct to the consumer. I'm thankful for that because we're getting a much better price than if in the US, like if it was at a doctor's office and had to go through the insurance system, the cost of the product would be much greater. So we're thankful that LifeWave was saying, we're just going to go direct to consumer. So it's direct sales. So you're buying the product directly from the company. The company has actually a money back guarantee, on the product as well. And so, we love that. So the company researches and develops the products. 10 years, $4.5 million in research, the X39 patch. They're going to deliver the product to me. They're going to deliver the product to you and to your friends and your colleagues. They're going to stand behind the product 100%, the money back guarantee, right? So it's absolutely amazing to kind of partner with this company because we've learned that the only way that this company grows, their budget for growth is not advertising on TV or the internet or movies or radio or print like magazine or periodicals. They don't endorse athletes and movie stars. The only way that this company grows is through referrals. And that makes a lot of sense to us because there's a little bit of education that goes on with this product, right? So have you been patched? It's as simple as just putting a patch on the back of your neck. And so here we have David Schmidt. He's the CEO. He's the founder of this incredible company here, LifeWave. He's specializing in age reversing. So not just anti-aging. So we've heard that, quite a bit, right? Anti-aging, but age reversal. So since 2008, as I mentioned, David Schmidt is focusing his research on stem cell. His written patent took just over 10 years to complete. $4.5 million, was the investment there for. So there's our United States patent. It's got the number right there if you want to look up the patent, 10,716,953. Sometimes we'll just read, to people when we're sharing just the abstract, kind of a summary of the patent. So this embodiment or this patch results by elevating copper peptides, and it includes the activation of stem cells. It improves energy and elevation of antioxidants. So scientifically, we've been able to prove in a lab by studying urine, saliva, and blood that we're able to stimulate your own body stem cells. So we're not talking about stem cells that are injected, from somebody else. So it's not an aborted fetal tissue. Praise the Lord, right? It's not stem cells that have been extracted from a body, duplicated in a lab, and then put back into your body. Your body needs to decide, is this safe? Can this hurt me? Will this help me, right? It's not from an umbilical cord. So, it's your own body stem cells. We're proving that it's safe and we're proving that it's effective. Wonderful miracle technology, right? And it's our bodies that are doing the healing, right? So it's our own body's infrared heat and light that's improving the function of our cells, activating our stem cells, improving energy, elevating antioxidants, reducing inflammation. Raise your hand if you have cortisol inflammation in your body. It's just life, stress, processed foods, alcohols, those things, and just living. Exercise even is going to cause inflammation and cortisol increase. So it's the management of pain. This is all in the patent, the management of pain, improvements of stamina, elevation of collagen production, and improved wound healing. So we just have all of these incredible benefits. Now, why X39 stem cell activation patch? Because the fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age, right? Hundreds of millions of people are experiencing, everybody's experiencing symptoms of aging, right? At 30 years old, only half of your stem cells are now active. At 60 years old, you lose almost all of your stem cell activity. So it's kind of ironic, in our lives is the more we need the stem cells, the less we have them. As we age, stem cells go dormant and your body stops creating its very own adult stem cells. And so how the X39 works is a proprietary form of phototherapy. So phototherapy is this wonderful natural ability for our body to receive light. The biggest example I think that we're all aware of is how our bodies create vitamin D, right? So when we go outside, as I mentioned, vitamin D hits our eyes and our skin. Our body innately knows to produce vitamin D. Now that vitamin D is safer and more effective than taking a vitamin D supplement, safer and more effective and cost effective as well, of taking an IV drip of vitamin D and things like that. And so that's a great example of phototherapy. Dimitri just posted in the link there a copy of the patent. Dimitri, thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate you doing that. So it's really the team here collectively helping each other understand how this product works, understand how easy it is to share with others. And so reflecting the light, your own body's infrared heat and light, non-transdermal, meaning there's no medicine, drugs, chemicals that's in the patch that leaching, no drugs or chemicals, and it's non-invasive. Because of that, when we meet people here in the US and around the world that are on medications, which many people are, in fact, Renita and I were just listening to a medical podcast yesterday. Over the age of 60 in the United States, the average amount or the average number of pharmaceutical drugs someone in the US on is seven drugs over the age of 60 in the United States currently. So when we meet someone, a lot of times their question is it going to be counterproductive or counteract or create some sort of negative response because I'm on these different types of medications? So there's no contraindications. The only contraindications that we have with the X39 stem cell activation patch is if someone has had an organ transplant or taking some sort of anti-rejection medicine, and the X39 phototherapy, just haven't done enough studies on that to be able to recommend with confidence that you can use that while taking an anti-rejection medication. And the second is for someone that's currently undergoing active chemotherapy. Chemotherapy is going to destroy all of the cells, including the good cells. But fortunately, within 24 hours after completing chemotherapy, you can immediately begin the X39. And we actually have testimonies that you can view at our team information website, which is thisisit.info.com. You can click on testimonies. You can click on, all different categories, including cancer and chemotherapy. So it's no drugs, chemicals, and stimulants. It's non-invasive. So, really, really amazing what we have our hands on here. So the benefits of X39, and this is taken directly from our This Is It team. So this is compliant. This is follows compliance here globally. So the benefits of X39. So you take this sticker off the patch, you put it on the back of your neck, you wear it for 12 hours. Ilanur, thank you for posting the team site. So this is it team.com and this is it info.com are incredible free resources. This is it info.com is where you're going to learn all about X39. We're not selling anything there. There's no financial discussion there, business training. This is it info is going to have videos on phototherapy, videos on how the X39 works. It's going to have a doctor's panel explaining to you why they're using X39 and implementing it in their practice with all of their patients and the success that they're having. And then also information on all of the incredible amount of clinical studies and patents that we have. Okay. So this slide is very compliant, increasing strength, reduce. Just as we go through the list, just think to yourself, do you want any of these, right? Or can you think of anybody that is interested in any of these? So increased strength, reduced inflammation, increased stamina, energy and vitality. Who doesn't want these things, right? Mental clarity, restored muscle skeletal condition, improvement of sleep, improvement of skin appearance. So we're looking to achieve optimal health. And I love how this says, a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. Just an incredible opportunity. And Renita and I, we talk a lot about this product and why is it that it's so successful. And one of the reasons it's just really simple to use, right? So in your life, I'm sure that you've been on different health trajectories or health journeys. And I'm sure at different times someone, subscribed to you a plan to get healthy. And I can't imagine it would be easier than putting an activation patch on the back of your neck, waiting 12 hours and then taking off, right? Generally, when we hear about strategy to get better and to improve our health, it can be complex, right? There's a lot of things that you need to follow and adhere to. And, Renita's amazing at training and helping clients. At one point, she'd helped the state of North Dakota lose over 100,000 pounds of fat But the people that weren't having results is because they just weren't able to adhere to the health plan or protocol that we need to put together for them, right? And so when it comes to easy, putting a sticker on, waiting 12 hours and take it off, I just can't imagine that it's easier. So we have a lot of anecdotal evidence. We have a lot of testimonies at thisisit.info.com. You can click testimonies and you can see short videos and write-ups from the people themselves that are experiencing benefits. But we love when we can actually show scientific images as well. So this is a results of a 77-year-old woman. She placed X39 on the back of her neck, and you can see session 1. You see all of the imaging there, the inflammation, the red and the orange and the bright, just the heat that's there on the brain, right? So inflammation of the brain, lack of brain coherence, right? So 3 weeks, on the X39. So session 2, already after just 3 weeks, waking up in the morning, putting a patch on the back of the neck, waiting 12 hours, taking it off, throw it in the garbage. Day 2, put a brand new patch on, right? 3 weeks on being on the X39, you can see the same person, 77-year-old woman, and the scan is now showing no inflammation, improved brain coherence, right? And then session 3, 6 weeks in, you can see complete turnaround, better brain coherence. So I love the bottom too. It says, we know that when she came in, her brain was hyperactive. So this just doesn't mean that somebody has like a neurological disease, right? This just could be like hyperactivity in the brain. And so if you're like me, I mean, we constantly have this stimulus, right? So like even as you're on this meeting, I'm sure your phone is beeping and vibrating and lighting up, right? If you're ever, at a exercise facility and you're on a treadmill or an elliptical walker or a rower, you're probably also watching TV where you have a heart rate monitor. And on the TV, you have things scrolling on the bottom and flashing on the top, right? And your wife or your husband's calling and you got to pick up the kids and you got a sporting event later. There's just a lot going on. So this hyperactivity is going on. And so when you have inflammation, that destructs stem cells, right? So the X39 is going to reduce inflammation. And once we get that inflammation down, those stem cells are going to be super productive. So short-term results are one thing. We talked about that in this previous slide, right? But let's take a look at some long-term results. And we have case studies posted here. Here's the website, thisisit.info.com. So within the first few days, and I guess it doesn't feel long-term to me, but in our first few days, we can identify by studying in a lab the blood, urine, and saliva, and we know that we're resetting genes, resetting up to 1/3 of your genes. So we've heard of genetics, right? So you talk to someone and they tell you their health concern, and they say, well, it's genetic. It's in the family, right? Well, what we learn about this term called epigenetics. So the things that we do, the food that we eat, our movement, our exercise, our ability to just kind of forgive and be happy, right? And to let go of anger or to process things in a healthy way. Things like phototherapy and, of course, like this X39, things that we do impact our genes, and then we call it epigenetics, right? So there's incredible science behind this over the last several decades now, actually. So you're not stuck with, these unhealthy genes. You can impact your genes by the things that you do. So within 6 weeks, your brain becomes balanced. Within 3 months, your collagen is increased. I know here in the US, like collagen supplements are very popular, just like vitamin D is popular, right? So like we explained with these patches, if your body is producing its own collagen, it's going to be safer and more effective than a collagen supplement, right? So within 6 months, not even just age or anti-aging, but age reversal. So reversing the age of your cardiovascular system, so your heart, your arteries, and your veins. It's not anti-aging, it's age reversing, David Schmidt. So how do you wear it? Put the patch on the back of your neck, put it on for 12 hours, you take it off, you let your body do what it was stimulated to do, then you throw the patch away, put a new patch on, and you repeat. You can wear more than one patch at a time. As far as X39 goes, it's not really necessary. We've heard David Schmidt ask this question, multiple times, and he said, thankfully, and with all due respect to the cost as well, you really don't have to wear more than one X39 patch. So you put one on systemically, it's gonna start to activate this copper peptide GHK. So we also recommend drinking plenty of water, and not just water, but also electrolyzed minerals or electrolytes, right? This is going to help expedite the process. So X39 is really simple. It's simple to explain. We just ask people, what have you heard about phototherapy? Do you know about stem cells? testimonies itself are worth us putting time into this. Renita and I, my wife and I, actually every single day, without fail, talk about the fact that I just had an amazing phone call. Even if this wasn't a business, even if we weren't getting compensated, I would continue to talk about every single day the X39 patch. We call it our miracle inbox. Every morning we wake up to new testimony. And so you can't unsee what you've seen or unlearn what you've learned. And you just want to be a good person and share. So, don't get me wrong. We're looking for, superstars with a huge center of influence that can impact the world and share with a bunch of people, just organically, like in our own neighborhood. When we go for a walk with our golden doodle, Nike, or go for a run, we meet people and we ask people how they're doing, and we just listen for a minute. And it's easy to already explain, oh my gosh, you'd really benefit from this technology that I've learned about, this X39 stem cell activation patch. So truly a miracle inbox that goes beyond any amount of money that LifeWave could ever pay us. However, what a financial blessing and miracle it is, again, not just for us, but for some of you, for any of you who want to start sharing this patch. Remember, it's the only way that LifeWave grows. They don't have a budget to growth outside of anything other than just giving referrals. So what I'd like to do now, so there are a good group of you on the call. Does anybody have either any health testimonies or even any business testimonies that you want to share? A few minutes just to share a little bit, and then we'll kind of move on with our. Would you like to share? So I've got someone raise their hand. Hi, thank you so much. I'm going to go back. Wouldn't mind, would you just introduce yourself and share what you have? Thanks.
So, hey everybody, I'm Ilana. Some of you may know me as Michelle. I have an amazing experience with X39. Brief health history, I had half my left lung removed when I was 33 years old, and as a result had immeasurable challenges with my health, with my immune system. In particular, some of the things I struggled with was that my immune system seemed to think that everything was foreign and needed to be attacked, including me. And my body, since my lung surgery, did not sweat. And sweating is a very important part of our endocrine system and being able to clear out toxins. And literally within the first, I think probably 30 minutes to an hour, my body started sweating for the first time in 14 years. That was just the first thing. Further to that, I really struggled with my breathing. I struggled with heart palpitations every day, general muscle weakness, a lot of inflammation. And it was really challenging for me just to move through the average day without always being exhausted. Estelle, who I've known for a long time, she immediately got hold of me when she was heard I was back in South Africa and kept telling me about LifeWave and knowing my health conditions. And she patched me up in every possible which way she could the day that I was with her. And literally within 24 hours, I woke up the next morning and I'd had a number of challenges with my spine, in particular my cervical spine, where I was told that I would need to have a cage built around my entire C-spine in order to immobilize it. And bit of a long story short, I said no, sold everything I owned and went off to the jungle to go and find a shaman who could help me. And there was some relief from that. But within 24 hours of wearing the X39, I woke up the next morning for the first time in probably 7 years without a headache. And I, after 3 days, was on the phone with Estelle in the morning and was busy chatting with her. And without realizing it, I was making my bed while I was speaking to her and didn't think about the fact that every time I made my bed, I would literally pull up the sheet and have to sit down and take a rest. And then I would pull up the blanket and sit down and take a rest and have to catch my breath and deal with heart palpitations. I was yakking away to Estelle, telling her how good I was feeling, didn't have a headache, and without realizing it, made my bed completely without getting out of breath, without having to stop for heart palpitations, and without even feeling tired or anything from that experience. And literally, as I pulled up the blanket on the last kind of move before I put my pillows back on the bed, my C7 vertebra, which had been extremely inflamed for 7 years and completely out of place, just clicked back into place. And there was no inflammation, and it has not been inflamed ever since. So those are just some of the things I experienced within the first 3 days of wearing the patch. I'm now just probably about 5 weeks in to wearing the X39, and I've also been wearing Aeon and the carnosine. And, you know, bruising from anemia and all these things is just resolving super, super quickly. So all I can say is thank you so much to Estelle and to David Schmidt and to everyone in the LifeWave team. X39 is absolutely life-changing.
My goodness gracious, that is, yeah, let's give it up there. That's absolutely amazing. And just a perfect example of what we just said. You know, I mean, there is a business side of this where we're sharing, right? And it's a home-based, computer-based business. But any of that aside, you know, when you hear a testimony like this where life is impacted that extreme, that positive within 12 hours of using this patch, I mean, it just, anytime, you know, you get a little tired, just think about this testimony, right? There's people at home praying, you know, for resolution to, you know, health challenges. So, oh gosh, emotional just hearing you explain that. So, continued healing and health to you as you continue to wear these patches. And then, you know, there's a compound effect, right? So, like, as you feel better, right, then you start to, you know, then you start going for walks. Like you say, your breathing improves, right? So our bodies are really amazing. There's this compound effect of all of a sudden you're out of pain. And what does that mean? How does your day look different because you're out of pain, right? Now you're moving more, you're breathing unhindered, right? So you're getting better sleep, and there's just compound effect of healing and health. And God, what a absolutely tremendous testimony. Thank you so much for sharing. So anybody else that wants to share any sort of testimony that's going on for you or someone that you've helped?
Hey, Scott, I would love to just quickly share. So I did 2 25K hikes in Germany back to back with a friend of mine that I'm here training with. And, you know, I've never hiked. Actually, I've never run more than 10 kilometers, to be fair. So it was a long distance to do in sort of 2 days. And then on the third day, we did another 10K hike. So it was like 60 kilometers in 3 days, 2.5 days. And my feet were like quite swollen. I had a lot of pain during the second hike, sort of about 10K in, to the point where I could actually almost hardly walk. So I thought, you know what, why not just stop and see what happens if I put the patches on the bottom of my foot. So I took the X39 and the Aeon, and I put them underneath my foot, sort of where I felt pain. And I kid you not, literally, it wasn't even like, didn't even take a minute. It was within a matter of seconds, there was just no pain, and I got through the hike like super easy. So yeah, I just want everyone to know, if you have any sort of pain, also in my back, the back right, I had a knot in my back. I went for like a couple massages and nothing was getting rid of this knot. And I just thought, well, let me just try put the X39 on the knot itself. And it was amazing. It went away. So those two things have happened for me just in the last sort of 2 weeks being here traveling. So it's pretty amazing.
That's very amazing. And, you know, it's a good reminder too, sometimes, where you can kind of get stuck. Renita talks a lot of, I'm sure she's mentioned it on calls with you, about these neural patterns, right? Where we get kind of, we identify with a certain pain that you just don't expect to go away, right? And that's happened, Oliver, what you just said, to our whole family at some point. We have 3 boys. They're all tremendous athletes. They're running and cycling and swimming and, you know, all sorts of sports. But they'll get some sort of like, you know, injury or overuse injury. And then we're just like, oh, yeah, you know, and there's different things you can do. And we're like, we'll just put a patch on it, you know. And we put the patch on, and without fail, almost immediately or quickly, or certainly within hours, or definitely by the end of the day, like whatever it is, it's just like, it's just better. And we've been doing this for 2 years now. It still sometimes surprises us, you know. how effective that these patches can be. You put them on, like, oh my gosh, like Oliver, you said, within, an hour, almost, immediately you're getting these health benefits. So yeah, I mean, it's just, you want to carry them around with you, right? You want to have them with you, so that you continue to wear them, and you want to share them with as many people as you can.
Yeah,
Anybody else?
When hiking here today, I just want to show everyone, that's the Alps in the background over there. That's that's literally the Alps right behind those mountains over there.
Oh, do you have a
so
picture
amazing,
of it?
Yeah. It's on the video. My video's on. Look.
Oh, your video. Did you post the video in the chat?
It's my video on the screen on Zoom.
Oh, I don't see it yet.
I think you're on screen share. Maybe you have to click gallery.
Oh, let me take it off. Let me take it off. I want to see.
It's
wow.
So I was just hiking here now today, up like all the way around. And I actually did meet somebody who's got a partner that has epilepsy and asked me about the patches for epilepsy. So I thought I'd ask you if you could recommend anything for epilepsy, or that was something else.
Yeah. I mean, I think epilepsy, X39 and carnosine, are patches that people are wearing. Check it out on This Is It Info. See if anybody has any testimonies specifically there on epilepsy. And then also, Oliver, in our Facebook group, This Is It team is going to focus, really on X39, and just to have a very simple, streamlined message. But in our Facebook group, we do discuss some of the other patches. So you can get in that Facebook group too, Health and Wellness Warriors. Oliver, you're in that, right?
Yes.
Search the word epilepsy within that group, or just post a comment if anyone's had any experience or relief or results regarding these patches and epilepsy. You'll get some comments for sure.
Yeah, and I just wanted to also add what's been so helpful for me, because I also hit a little bit of a rut in the business, and then I just remembered what keeps it simple is just really asking people about like their challenges and their with their body and their health. And then once you've got those, that's really the door to be able to get them to try the patches. So that's been a really powerful reminder for me. I just wanted to share that's working for me with everyone.
Yeah, really good, Oliver. Thank you. And I think it's important to ask the right questions, right? So, and it's not about us, it's about whoever we're talking to, right? So you're trying to ask questions, you're trying to get to know who it is you're talking to, so that you can help them, right, in some way, or you can kind of come alongside them or support each other. I mean, that's life, So, asking these questions and finding out what's important, what's important to you and your family, what challenges do you have? What are your goals, that you have, as we come up into, fall season here? What are some of the goals that you have? Financially, how are things going? How's work? Tell me about that. It's easy to just start creating conversation and then to bring this up. And again, you're not an employee of LifeWave in any way, right? So you're independent. So you're not, posting in on a time clock. There's no requirements. There's nothing weird with this company. You can share a lot. You can share a little. You can keep it to yourself, I suppose, but it's really up to you. And, it's really up to you in terms of how much energy you want to put into this, right? So keep it simple. Testimonies are there. So many positive things going on, with this company, and it's easy. So again, a recap for the website. This is it info.com. That's where you're going to see a 1 minute and 49-second video on what is phototherapy. You're also going to see a video on how does the X39 work. How many times if I had a dime for every time someone messaged me, said, well, how does it work? And so I could explain it to them, but not as professional and not as entertaining of a way, is just sending them to This Is It Info, have them scroll down and watch the 4-minute video on how does it work? How does the X39 work? It's the name of the video, right? So it's an amazing free resource. So the company, LifeWave, 20-year-old company now in 2024. It went from $20 million in 21 for $320 million. Heard different numbers. We're not publicly traded, so we don't get to examine the financial information, but heard the executives discuss between $430 and $460 million per year by 2024. Projected to be over 650 to 700 million in sales next year in 2025. and projected to be over $1 billion in sales in the next 2 years. We're open in over 75 countries. One of the amazing things in terms of business and sharing is it's not a me too product. So like if you've been involved in a home-based business where it was direct sales like this in your life in the past, you understand how important that is, right? So if we're talking about an energy drink or skincare product or a collagen supplement or protein supplement or supplements in general, vitamins, minerals, you spend almost all of your time talking about price and competition. And so it's really refreshing to be a part of this incredible company where it's not a me too product. We received the patent in July 2020. We have 16 more years of patent protection where no one else can develop a product that does what this product does. And so you have an incredible advantage. Now, 2 decades ago, 3 decades ago, people would say, is it one of those things? Is it a pyramid? Is it network marketing? Is it multi-level marketing? And at one point, I understand that it was a challenge or weird to do things like, even text on your phone, let alone video chat or live chat. Certainly wouldn't pay for things on your phone or your computer, wouldn't buy things, wouldn't do banking or investing or send people money, via Venmo, things like that, right? So not only is e-commerce or this kind of consuming via technology become normal, I challenge you that it's probably become preferred, right? I mean, it's easy to do due diligence and research and make sure you're getting a great product and then have it shipped directly to your door. And so, it's preferred. We reduce the cost by buying it directly from the company, and the company stands behind it. So now how's that working out for LifeWave? Well, it's working out really well. We're now ranked the #1 momentum company in North America in direct sales. And so this, prestigious award here, the Bravo Award, is given to companies that are registered in North America. There's over 6,000 companies registered in North America as a direct sales company. Received the Bravo Award because we had over 6,000% growth for the last 3 years. So #1 in the industry. And so, absolutely amazing what's going on. So not only is LifeWave, the company, growing, so you're in the right company, but you're also in the right team. So the green line is LifeWave, and it's very normal, just a very kind of a calendar seasonal thing, to see the seasons of sales throughout the year from January through December. And usually just in November, you kind of move into this holiday season and you see this bit of a drop in sales, right? But you can see the trajectory, financial trajectory that this company is on. So the green is LifeWave, the blue is This Is It team. And so we just have a tremendous upward momentum. And momentum, when we discuss it in this nature, to me, is just helping more people break through. That's life-changing testimony we just heard. This is the momentum. This is people getting better, people, their bodies healing themselves, people earning money, paying off debt, right? Living with freedom, right? So, this is an incredible company, and it's absolutely incredible team that you're an important part of. So this Bravo Award you can see here. These are our sponsors on the left here, Stephen G. Merritt, standing next to the founder and CEO, David Schmidt. And then also the wonderful Meredith, who's just very helpful. And so we've got events going on all the time. There's Renita flexing her muscles. We're honored to be able to speak at these events and just kind of speak into people's lives. And, we take it seriously. It's a tremendously serious opportunity to help people with their health, right? Financially as well. It's an incredible opportunity. We don't overlook that, to help people earn money to pay for their products, right? #1. And then beyond that, to have profit and earn, incredible home-based business. But we have a lot of fun. As serious as it is, we have a lot of fun. And Renita especially, it's just a joy to be around. You can see these events. If you have an opportunity to get to a larger LifeWave event, I mean, this is a team event here. This was our last event in Florida called Believe, This Is It. And just, breakthrough and life-changing. And you use these events to kind of springboard, your business and move forward your business. So we had a lot of fun. This panel here at the top was kind of a next-gen panel. Our son, Bo, is there with the white shirt and the microphone. Bo's 24 years old. He's also senior presidential director in the LifeWave business. We hit the top rank in 66 days. Bo did it in 13 months. He continues just to share this with a lot of people his age. He wants to work with people that are his age and have similar interests. But he realizes sometimes, it's like Renita's brother owns a pizza shop. Well, he's not trying to sell pizza to people that look just like him or the same age as him. He wants to sell pizza. He wants to find out who wants pizza, who likes pizza, and that's who he markets to. And so Flo at 24 is realizing he wants to market this health product and he wants to market this financial opportunity to people that are open, that want to be healthy, right? That want to earn extra income, have a multiple business, want to be tax efficient, want to increase their financial literacy. So, and sometimes they're not people his age. Sometimes people 18 to 28 have short-term goals or different financial and health perspectives than we do as we move into our 30, 40, 50, 60s, and 70s and beyond, right? And so Bo's looking for people who are open. So that'd be a good example as well. Don't need to necessarily look for people that look just like you or are similar age or have similar backgrounds as you. Look for people that are interested and open and motivated to get healthy, motivated to help others or to experience some financial. So I'm going to move just a little bit into kind of the financial side and we'll wrap it up. Just want to thank everybody again for joining us today. And so if you were here just for the health and the testimonies, again, thanks a lot for joining us. We appreciate you. You can continue to learn by going to our websites, by engaging in our Facebook groups. And so please don't let your learning and your due diligence and research stop with this meeting. Continue to learn more and more about this company. Thank you for joining us. So as we move into the financial aspect, one of the things that Renita and I, ask each other on a daily basis is what's really important to you today? Like what do we want to accomplish? Is it faith? Is it family? Is it time freedom? Is it security? Are we looking to travel? We are traveling all over the world. This company is really, truly amazing. And then less debt or no debt, living in freedom without debt is something that we all want to experience. Incredible trips around the world. So we just got back from this Mediterranean Greek Isle cruise. We're able to enjoy, I think there was 1,000 LifeWave leaders on this cruise ship. It was a huge cruise ship, by the way, like 5,000 people, but 20% were LifeWave. So needless to say, we had a blast. We had a lot of fun. David Schmidt was there. We got to learn and lead from him and ask questions to him and kind of develop a good personal relationship with David Schmidt. The more we're around David, the more we love him. He's truly humble. He's absolutely brilliant. He's got an incredible vision for the company that goes beyond 20 and 40 years. And it's amazing. And it's important for me also, and I'm sure for you, if you're going to start sharing information about a company, you want to make sure that the company's rock solid, that the leaders have integrity, right? That the products are going to be around. How many times you've been a part of an opportunity where you told all your friends and family it's the best product in the world, and then 6 months later the product didn't exist, or the company didn't exist. So, it's really refreshing. It gives me a lot of confidence to learn that this company's going to be around for decades. David Schmidt said, "This is not what I do. This is who I am." And so this cruise was amazing. We stopped in Mykonos, Greece, which is absolutely beautiful. The beaches, Split, Croatia, cliff diving. Our boys doing double backflips off of these 40-foot cliffs. Sunset cruises in Santorini, Greece, and hiking up to the top and just doing some shopping and meeting a lot of incredible local people. We enrolled several people on this trip also. It's just easy, even with a bit of a language barrier. It's easy when you ask questions and when you love somebody and you want to serve or help them. It's easy to find a way to connect with people and to help them. We rented a surf boat in Athens, Greece, and our boys were wake surfing. Just a tremendous opportunity. So not only wants you to have success with your health, they want you to have success financially. They don't want you to trade away everything that's important in your life, time with your partner, your spouse, your children, right? Time from your passions or philanthropy. They want you to kind of have your cake and eat it too, so to speak. They want you to have your health, have your finances, and then have time to enjoy those things that are so important to you. So Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. So this cruise, well, this is the North American cruise. I think you all are headed to Morocco. And I know that there's some people on your team that have earned that trip and won that trip. And all I can tell you is LifeWave rolls out the red carpet. You're going to get to know some of the leaders. You're going to get to know some of the other people just like you who earned and won the trip. Just have fun. So have these regional incentives. they're going on twice a year now. So they did a regional incentive to Aruba last year. This year, they did one to Mexico, and now North America. The second for this year is the Hard Rock Cafe. There's Vietnam for our friends in different parts of the country, and then Morocco as well. But multiple regional incentives, multiple elite trips, just getting to celebrate your success, right? So ultimately what we're trying to do is we're trying to share this message with as many people as we can. This talks about the compensation plan. So it's as easy as getting started as finding 4 people. So the LifeWave has these different ranks. And, to be honest, when I started, in this industry, and I was a bit cynical about the ranks. I was like, you can call these ranks whatever you want, just pay me the money or show me the testimonies that we're helping people. That's all that's really important, right? The ranks and the names of the ranks were a bit insignificant. But what I've learned is these companies in LifeWave is very deliberate. They put a rank right in front of you. It's not hard for you to achieve. You need to get started with a gold kit or higher. In the US, that's $500 US. If you got started with something less than gold, like bronze or silver, you can log into your account, you can click store and then upgrade kits, and you can just pay the difference. You can upgrade to gold or higher, and then you get the difference in product. So number 1, to go manager, you need to be a gold or higher. And then number 2, you're looking to enroll 4 people on silver kits. Now, the significance to the kits for the buyer is that it's wholesale price. So you're saving money. So we're always looking to help people save money. So we send them a link to our wholesale kits, and then we show them how to purchase the silver kit or greater so that they're not paying full retail price, which is $150 US. They're getting wholesale prices, which is $100 US, right? Per sleeve. Every sleeve has 30 patches. So a 1-month supply for one person, right? So when you go 2 left and 2 right, you've enrolled 4 people. Now LifeWave calls you a manager, right? And they just continue to build. Now, in your organization, you're at the top of your organization. It has nothing to do with when you got started. You got started in 2022. We're earning more money than people that got started 20 years ago. It's not about who got started first. It's about who gets started and works hard and treats this like a legitimate business and invests your energy and your time and just some of your money, nothing like what a traditional business would be, but investing some of your money in some product or patches. Thankfully, we don't have to spend a lot of money on marketing supplies. We have these great free resources available to us. That's how you go manager. And then in your organization, when people place orders, those orders create point volume, and then you're paid commissions out on the point volume. So with this one way that LifeWave does, 6 different ways that they pay us, we can earn up to $25,000 in team commissions. And we have several people in our organization. I'm not making financial claims, but we now have 35 people in our downline in the last 2 years that are senior presidential directors that are having this incredible team commission. Now we have thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of people that are managers and directors and senior directors and executive directors, and everyone is earning product money to pay for their product and then earning profit, right? So another way that LifeWave pays us is called matching bonuses. So you have incentives more than just being friends and being a good person, which I'm sure that all of you are. You have a financial incentive when you bring someone into your business to help them, right? So everyone you bring to the business, whether you put them on your left side or right side, maybe you got started 3 months ago and you're 10 or 20 or 40 people down the left, 10 or 20 or 40 or 100 people down the right. Doesn't matter where you place them. Everyone that you bring into the business on the wholesale side is considered your level 1. If they start building a business and earn team commissions, good for them. That's why you brought them in. It's for them to have financial success and earn team commissions, but good for you as well, because you're going to receive 25% bonus on top of the team commissions that they're getting. So you're going to get your own team commissions. They're going to get team commissions, but then you're going to get a 25% team commissions on everyone you bring in. And so I think about this a little bit like in the finance and insurance industry that I'm currently a part of. Is the insurance industry, you could go out and sell life insurance and you get commissions, right? And you could go out and sell 10 life insurance policies and you'd receive 10 commissions for each person, right? If you're a good businessman or businesswoman, you might open up your own agency. Now you're called a general agent, and when you write your own policies, you get paid commissions. But you could also hire field agents, independent contractors, and when they write insurance policies, they get paid, but you get an override. So this has very much been a part of business and a part of our economy for decades. Generally, in direct sales, there really has never been robust or generous matching bonus like I've seen with LifeWave. So 25% team commission. So if your friend joins you in business and they start earning $1,000 a week, they're getting $1,000 a week, $52,000 per year. You're getting your team commissions. If they're earning, that means you're probably earning as well. But you're also getting a 25% check match. So just on that one person, $250 in earnings every single week that they're earning $1,000. Now, do you want your friend to earn $100 US per week, $1,000, $10,000? How much do you want them to earn? You have a financial incentive to help them. Now, when you enroll someone, they're your level one. When they enroll someone, that's their level one. They're going to receive a 25% check match commission, which is amazing for them. You want to put more money in good people's hands. You want to put more money into the people that you bring onto this financial opportunity. And it's absolutely amazing, but it's your level two. So when you enroll someone, that's your level one. When they enroll someone, that's your level two. You're able to receive a 20% check match on the team commissions for level two and a 20% check match on level three. So at our This Is It Info website, or I'm sorry, our This Is It Team website, you can click on menu and then downloads. And there you're going to find this sign up sheet. So as much as we love technology and as much as we love bringing on this new generation of people that love working from their phones and their computers, this new generation wants unlimited income, but doesn't want to sit at the office. They want to be able to travel and have flexibility, right, with unlimited upside. So making a decision to join this company, LifeWave, is a really smart money move, right? But as much as we love technology, sometimes we're just kind of old school. And even our 24-year-old son, when he got started with this business, the first thing he did is he print off 10 sign-up sheets. And he went to work and he was helping in concrete and doing kind of blue collar work in the summer when he was on break from college. And he came home with 4 sign-up sheets filled out. And so in one day, he was manager, right? So as much as we love to utilize technology, sometimes having something in your hand, having some samples, having a sign-up sheet, let's get started today, right? And so we keep it simple. And so the silver, gold, and diamond, these are the packs that are currently wholesale products. So the silver is going to be 3 sleeves for $300. Now, remember, the retail price is $150 per sleeve. Each sleeve contains 30 patches of the X39. Wear 1 sleeve per day, then you throw it away. Tomorrow, you put a new sleeve on. So you can get 1 month for $150. Or you could buy a wholesale silver kit for $300. Now you're getting an entire 1 month supply for free. Now, we do customize these a bit sometimes. For every 1 sleeve of X39, I heard, Oliver mention Eon, right? So you put Eon in the bottom of his feet. It helped reduce the inflammation from these 25 kilometer hikes that he's been doing that are just become a regular part of Oliver's life now. He was a professional tennis player. Now he's going to be an avid hiker, right? So putting the Eon on. So you could remove 1 X39. You could put in 2 Eon for every 1 X39. So Eon reduces cortisol and inflammation. It's been clinically proven to reduce cortisol and inflammation. For every 1 X39 out, you could add 2 Eon or Eon and LifeWave. LifeWave is a patch that helps people relieve acute pain very quickly. But just talk to your sponsor, talk to the people that invite you to this call and have them help you select the patches. A good rule of thumb is stick with X39, right? It's going to activate stem cells. It's going to reduce inflammation. It's this wonderful copper peptide, right, that has all these incredible benefits. So the gold kit, it's $500. You're getting 5 sleeves of X39. You're also getting 1 free sleeve of one of the other patches. And then the diamond kit, if you're really a serious business builder or you're trying to save the most amount of money, it's $1,600 US. Then you're getting 19 sleeves of the X39. So you're getting all wholesale prices, plus you're getting $300 worth of wholesale product for free, right? And again, if you started, our goal when we talk to people and when we talk to you on this call today is not to try to convince you to do something, that you don't want to do. It's to find out what are your goals, what's within your budget, and to help you make an appropriate financial decision, an appropriate first order bonus based on those things, based on your goals and your financial, situation, right? But just know that this is when you launch a business from your home, from your computer, from your phone, it's very smart. It's very tax efficient. There's advantages to owning a business from your home. Some of the business expenses that might have been considered kind of lifestyle expenses, some of your travel, your phone, your internet service expenses, portions of your meal, portions of your clothing. I mean, you've got some very ethical business expenses that are going to help offset some taxes you might be paying on maybe your primary source of income or taxes that you might be paying on income that you're going to see from LifeWave. So very, very tax efficient, way to earn income wherever you are in the world. So the importance then of being on a monthly order. So we recommend, it's not something that you're required to be on. Nothing weird with this company. Once you're a wholesale member, you could order as little or as much as you want, always at wholesale price. So we love the flexibility. But we also know that for Renita and I mean, we couldn't field 100 calls a day from people saying, I'm out of my patches. Can you bring some over? Right. So if you're in it for your health, we recommend that you just get on a 1-sleeve monthly subscription. That way you won't run out. 1 sleeve is $100 per month, US, plus tax and shipping. If you're building a business, the company wants you to stay active. Number one, they want to be truthful, and they want you to continue wearing the patches for yourself. And the company's not really looking for flashy salespeople that are out there selling a product that they don't use themselves or understand themselves. So number one, the company wants to be honest, and they want you to continue to use the product. They want to be honest and let you know that you're going to have a little product. If we've learned that to grow a successful business, you need a little product to share or sample or sell to other people. Sometimes people want what's in your hand. So if you're in for business, it says here 2 sleeves is what we suggest for a subscription, which is $200 per month, right? And then, by the way, with those 2 sleeves, you have the ability to max out the entire comp plan. And so your important part of this is a team. Welcome to the call if you're new. I see some familiar names and familiar faces. So I just want to thank you for being a really important part of this team. I don't know if you understand how much we value your ability to impact your community, your ability to impact your region and your country. And for us, this company has everything. It checks all the boxes. It has, it's the right industry. We could buy this patch from the local health food store and and love it. So the fact that it's a part of the right industry, it checks that box as direct sales industry. So we have the ability to do the research and get the product shipped directly to our home, and then get compensated for it if we refer people to it, right? We're just going to be good people and share it, right? But it's not only the right industry, but the right company. 20 years into LifeWave, David Schmidt is saying, this is not what I do, this is who I am. Would you like to hear my 20 or my 40-year vision and beyond, right? So you can have confidence that you can kind of dig your feet in and build a business and share with people and know that this company will be around and this product will be around. The very first patch, by the way, that David Schmidt created was the Energy Enhancer patch. I've started losing weight over the last year, and I think the X39 and the Energy Enhancer patch are really helping me. The Energy Enhancer patch oxidizes your fat cells and converts it to energy. So it's amazing. So, it's been 20 years, and people still have that in their monthly subscription. So products that last test of time, right? So that's really important. A part of the right team, this is it. We're just really here for you. We want to love and serve and educate and empower you. We want you to know that this company needs your personality. Our team, we need your skill set. Maybe you're organized. Maybe you're the promoter. Maybe you're fun and you're the storyteller, right? Maybe you're the health expert, right? Whatever you have, is what our team's missing and is what, we need. And so you're just really a valued, important part of this team. These calls are wonderful way for us to kind of connect with you from around the world. Thank you so much for sharing the testimonies today that you did. I mean, that's really, truly why we do this business, is to continue to change lives in those ways. So I'm really proud of all of you who continue to be an important part of this. Let's just challenge each other to go find more people. It's in the evening there. Find one more person before you go to bed tonight. One more person. If people are at home, like I said, we've learned that sometimes we reach out to people and it's a timing thing. Someone will say, no, I'm not interested. And we'll talk to that same person a year later and they're saying, I was literally praying for a solution. I forgot that you even brought this up a year ago. I was at home praying for a solution, and here you messaged me or you called me, right? So timing is important. We don't take it personally if someone says no. They don't know what they haven't learned yet, and people that are open, people that are looking for ways to be healthy and to earn income, the people that we're looking for. We're really not looking to motivate people. If you're not motivated intrinsically, that's an inside thing. Get around some friends that light a fire underneath you. Continue to be on these calls. I mean, they're motivated. I get around Renita and I'm just excited. I'm motivated all the time. She's so driven and so passionate. Oliver, you and your team are just tremendous. So I love to be around you and your team. But so this week, between now and Sunday at midnight, there's actually an extra incentive to enroll people. So there's a when you enroll someone on one of those wholesale kits, you get a bonus. This week, you get a boost. So not only you get that normal bonus when you share it with people, you get a large boost. So for example, if you were a diamond kit yourself, and this week you enroll another diamond kit, you get a $500 commission. Like I said, it's the only way that LifeWave grows the company. So they're just paying you a small amount. To me, that seems like a $500 a lot, to share a diamond kit with someone. This week, between now and Sunday at midnight, LifeWave is going to pay an additional, on top of the $500, an additional $300 US. So $800 commission. It's 1 week only. It's the first time this company, my knowledge, has ever done this type of incentive. And so they're always looking for ways to put more money in good people's hands. And they're looking to pay people in the field working and sharing the message. So this week only, and I know Liesl, I think in our WhatsApp group, had kind of posted, let's make this week count. Here's this extra financial incentive. So you can find the details there in that WhatsApp group. But it's go time right now, right? It's Thursday. We've got a few more days to this extra financial incentive that the company actually put forward. So let's take advantage of that. And that's it. I just want to thank everybody for being on the call. This is recording. And so we'll put God bless everybody. Thank you so much for being an important part of our team. Look forward to seeing you all again soon, okay?
Thank you, Scott.
Yep. Take care of everybody.
Thanks, Scott.
Right. Yeah. Bye-bye.
This has been amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.